If you're busy and trying to lose some weight, it's a struggle to know at times what to eat to set yourself up for success. So today I'm gonna be going through what I'm gonna be eating in a week, so then you can take some ideas away and apply it to yourself and actually start to lose the weight that you want. So we're gonna go ahead and dive right into it. What's up, y'all? Hope your day's going great. Today what I'm gonna be diving into is walking through what I eat in a week. If you're on Spotify or Apple, I understand you're not gonna be able to exactly see what I'm showing, but I will be very descriptive with it, so then you can be in the loop with it as well and understand what I actually take in. So that's why I'm gonna be diving into, and I wanted to do this because there's just a lot of things that I did that did not work out. I really relied on chicken and rice for a while, just plain bland meals, and I actually hated eating them when I first started trying to lose weight and then a little bit later build muscle. It was not a pleasant experience, so I do not want that for any of you. So I'm gonna walk through that, and I know you'll be able to get some ideas away. And if you need some help with just different recipes, or maybe you have some stuff in your kitchen you want me to go through and help you with coming up with ideas, obviously drop a comment below and I'm happy to help you out. Before we go further, just make sure you like I said, comment and subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate that, because the whole goal is to provide value to all of you and set you up for success along your weight loss journey, especially if you're a busy individual. So we're gonna go ahead and start with, I'm just gonna go, pretty much I eat pretty much the same thing over the course of a week. So we're gonna open up the fridge. Now, the first thing that I'll typically do in the morning, and I guess I should actually pause before I open up the fridge. So typically I work out early in the morning, and I don't really eat a whole lot. So the first thing that I'll eat is typically a banana before I go and work out, just to get some carbs in my system, since I am doing CrossFit right now. But then the thing I'm going to, let me step over here into our pantry. The thing that I will always take after my workout, so I'll take Formula 1 and then also Ignition. So Formula 1's a whey protein isolate, digests very quickly to help to repair muscle tissue. Ignition is a rapid digesting carbohydrate. It helps to replenish your muscles' energy that you burn up as you are working out. So this will really help with cutting down on soreness. So I pair these two things together to optimize my recovery, help me build better muscle, help me to hold on to my muscle, and then also just recover a whole lot better. So this will be about 46 grams of protein, because I'll do 2 scoops. And then this, I'll do about a half to a full scoop, and it's gonna be, it's 43 grams of carbs. So, cut that in half, whatever that is. I can't do math. Is that like 21.5? Yeah, something like that. So that's what I'll start my day out with. And then from there, it's gonna be a little while before I actually go to eat. So I would say my first meal I'll have is probably around 11 or so. I know that's close to lunchtime. So I understand, basically just call it lunch. So what I will be eating this week, taking this out. So what we have here, very easy recipe to make. Open it up. But we have some, it's like a fajita bowl. So what I did here, I don't know if the camera can really see it right there, but I have a rice base. And first thing that I always do is just cook a big pot of rice. I'll do jasmine rice. I really love jasmine rice. I'll do 200 grams of the rice in the base. Then for this chicken, so I went to Costco, got a good bit of chicken, and then just tossed a couple chicken breasts inside the crock pot, and along with some black beans, some corn, a couple other different things. So it's kind of like a like the fajita mix or whatever you want to call it. And that's what I'm going to be using. So it didn't take that long, because I can just toss it in the crock pot, walk away, cook for a couple hours, come back, shred it up. And then what I did, I put bits of tortilla shells inside of here, so the soft shells. So I put that in here as well. And this is what I'll be having for lunch all across the week. My calories right now, they're a little over 3,000 just because I'm doing higher intensity training and I want to be able to hold on to my weight. And I don't want to drop my weight by any means. So that's one reason why this is a pretty dense meal when it comes to it. So this is a great option, especially if you're really in a rush, or maybe you need maybe you want your food to taste good. I suggest looking up some crock pot recipes, or if you need some, comment below. I'm happy to give you some, because I know my wife, she is a fantastic cook. So I know she has several recipes I can share with y'all. So that'll be mainly the first meal that I eat for the most part. Now, depending on the day, like typically on Tuesdays, I might not eat that meal first, but that's something I'm going to eat every single day. And the next, if I need a quick meal, because typically throughout the day I am pretty busy. Let me close the fridge real quick. I'm usually pretty busy and I don't have a lot of time to eat. Usually I have very, very, very minimal breaks. Sometimes my lunchtime is 15 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. It's just very, very fast pace. So a lot of times I'm not able to stop and eat. So one of my favorite meals to actually eat, and it's so easy to make and you don't need a lot, it's overnight oats. So what I'll do here is I'll do a cup of oats, and then I'll do a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of chocolate chips. I will do half a cup of yogurt, and then I will do about like a 1/4 cup of raspberries. Toss it in here. Then I'm gonna get salted peanut butter, Formula 1, which I just showed y'all. I'll toss a scoop in here. Then I'll dump a little Fairlife milk in, mix it all together, and then boom, toss it in the fridge, and I can take it out and eat it. And this is really freaking good. If you have a sweet tooth, and also you just notice yourself getting hungry pretty frequently, this is a great thing to actually eat consistently, because you can make it quick. It's not a lot of effort you got to put into it, and it just tastes really good, and you don't need a lot of stuff. So this is really the second main meal I will eat. So I'll have my banana in the morning, my Formula 1 and Ignition after my workout. Then I'll have that fajita chicken with the rice. Then I'll have these overnight oats. Then once I get home, to be completely honest, I kind of just free ball it to a degree. Free ball it, I don't know if that's the right word. Hopefully YouTube doesn't knock me for that. But I'll usually just figure things out from there. Usually have quite a bit of carbs left over and a little bit of protein. Oh, because this is something I didn't touch on that I'll eat. When I get to First Form headquarters, usually this is actually the first thing that I'll eat. It's not even a meal. I'll have a protein bar and protein shake. So that automatically jumps my protein up for the day. So that's why I don't have a lot of protein left over at the end of the day when it comes to everything that I'm doing. So once I get home, I just have carbs. And what I'll usually do is I'll have some rolls here or some bread, and I'll just track what I need. If I have, let's say, 100 carbs left, cool, great. Well, then I'm just gonna go ahead and figure out how much of that do I need to eat. If I have some protein, some fats, and some carbs, what I'll typically do is I'll have some eggs and then also some bread or maybe a roll or something like that. I know up in our cabinet we don't have like a ton of snacks, to be honest. I mean, there's like some popcorn, there's a type of chips my wife gets that are really, really good. It's like the popcorners or whatever that they're called. So those are really good. But usually for dinner, it's just figuring it out, mix and match. Sometimes I might do a mug cake using my protein. I'll usually use level 1 for that. So it really depends, to be completely honest. I mean, I don't really have anything specific there, but the main thing is just I set myself up for success to really see good results, whether it's fat loss or muscle building, because I've just learned that if I can prep 2 meals, if I can prep my lunch and then another meal, then I'm gonna be really freaking good throughout the day. I'm gonna be able to close out my macros and figure things out at the end of the day. And that's a big thing that I would suggest for all of you is if you are on a weight loss journey and you're just struggling to stay consistent, man, really prep those meals. It doesn't take a whole lot of time. Comment below if you're struggling with it, and I can always help you out with it and like give you some ideas, give you more of the things that I did. Before I met my wife, what I would typically do, I'd keep it really simple. I would cook the rice like normal. I would get some beef, season it, and mix that together. Or a lot of times what I would do for my carbohydrate, I would do beef and then sweet potato fries, which is phenomenal. But there's other simple things like you can do smoothies. That's something my wife does every single night. She'll do a scoop of the salted peanut butter Formula One. She has some French vanilla collagen. Then she does fruit, adds some milk, blends it up, and she just gets a frozen fruit, which I'll show y'all. She just gets a frozen fruit from Costco. So right here, this frozen fruit. Another good option is if you want some really good chicken nuggets, the Real Good, let me get closer to the camera. Real Good brand is good. These are lightly breaded and they're so freaking good. They're so freaking good. Toss them in the air fryer, fantastic. We also have some more chicken nuggets inside of there, but those are just quick things that you can do to set yourself up for success with a journey. It's not that difficult with the meal planning side once you really figure it out. So feel free to grab some veggies from the frozen section. Feel free to grab some chicken nuggets from the frozen section. I would recommend find some that are just lower in fat, like the Real Good brand. Those are just lower in fat, higher in protein, since it's chicken, duh. But when it comes to that, find those things that work for you. And if you need help with it, drop it in the comments below, because I'm happy to figure things out with you, go back and forth. Obviously, I know I've given my number out to someone, so I'm happy to help out with any of that. But hopefully this was helpful for y'all, and it gave you a snapshot of what you could actually do on a weekly basis. So if you have questions, like I said, comment below. But other than that, have a fantastic day, have a great week, and God bless.